Well, it's time to add another video in my Attempted Comedy playlist. I made sure I wore navy blue on purpose for this video. Here's AAC number 23. I'm going to call this one Police Officers at Sting Operations. And more specifically, what I see online, especially when there's a lot of compilation videos on how police officers behave, especially at sting operations for sexual predators or alleged sexual predators. As they always set up at some undisclosed location until they give it in the chat, and then they all gather in. They probably rent some house. Is usually what they do. Pretend that they represent a team that's not is home alone and ready to engage in that kind of activity. So it's always a trap. But what kind of makes it funny is how they all behave. I mean, I credit all officers for the job they do. But there's some compilation videos that you almost just gotta laugh. Like, this is how they behave. It's, when they're, all quiet, like, it's almost like, they were trying to set up a football play. I mean, that's what it is. So they're all quiet, punched in the corner. But then what's also funny is I saw one sting operation, I think it was in Florida. I know that state has a lot of operations and tough sheriffs, especially if you look at Polk County with, I think his name is Sheriff Judd. I believe his name is Grady Judd. You can see him on YouTube. He's definitely no nonsense sheriff. But there was another sting operation that suddenly the person comes to the door that thought that it's home alone. Then they are greeted by police officers and they're like, "Get inside, get inside, get inside." They all clobber him at the same time, tell him to get inside, get inside, get inside. And then here's the other thing that always gets me. They also say, "Relax, relax, relax, relax. We're not going to hurt you. We're the sheriff's office." I'm like, no shit. You are the sheriff's office. Now they're always like, how am I supposed to relax when I'm probably already scared about doing this activity that I probably should be doing? And then suddenly you open the door and you have the shock of 3 or 4 police officers coming at you to tell you to get inside, get inside, get inside. And then suddenly they're like, "Relax, relax, relax. We're sheriff's office." Well, what else did I think you are? The, the mailman? Or someone holding a surprise party? And then sometimes they wear, their uniform, standard uniform. Or they wear a uniform like this, just be casual. And then this other, it's the same news story. You also see them tell them to get in here. This is how they say it. Kind of like that Mortal Kombat. Get over here. I mean, I always find that funny. It's always seemed to be standard. They always tell them to relax, relax, relax. Because I don't think the person that's committing the alleged crime is going to relax. Especially doing the act itself, and then suddenly coming in and having shock of having 3 or 4 police officers clobbering the snot out of you, telling you to get inside and relax. And then of course it's always funny when the person that's allegedly doing the crime, and the crime's like, "I didn't mean to do it. I brought all this sexual crap, and I brought McDonald's because they told me to bring McDonald's." Because that also makes the case stronger for them, because that demonstrates intent. But yeah, basically it's just how they react, It's like, oh, get in position. And then it's the get inside, and then they relax. Sheriff's office. And sometimes it's out of order, just, the state of the moment. It's like that flight response. I mean, predators in the wild. We're all animals at the end of the day. But that's what I think about police officers at sting operations. I mean, it's a trap. You're trying to, recruit the criminals that would rather do it at the sting operation than, let's say, at a real house. But some of these compilations, they're just funny on how these officers act and what they say. I'm just still going to say it's kind of hard to relax when you're doing that act, and then suddenly have a bunch of officers coming after you. So, what do you think about the police officers at sting operations, on what you see online, some of the predator busts, on what they say? I just find that one hilarious when they tell them to get inside, or Sheriff's office, get in here. It sounds like you're yelling at a dog as well to finally get in from barking at people. So yeah, this is my attempt at Calgary number 23. So anyway, if you want to follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey, home the Flames hitting Roughnecks and Stampeders, I mostly do talk Calgary sports on my YouTube channel, but sometimes I take a break away from it when I do personal logs, attempt at comedy, and I also do share my experiences when I'm on the road or at a sport event. So if that all sounds like it'd be interesting to watch, do follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey. You know what you need to do, just make sure you hit like, subscribe. I also have my other social media links down in the description below. I'll make sure I stay out of trouble as much as I can and don't engage in these activities, but I still think it would be pretty hard to relax when you have officers coming over you to tell you to get inside or get in here at a sting operation. So I'm going to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.